On Sunday, Bayern Munich will be facing Frankfurt at the Allianz Arena. Should be a great matchup. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content on YouTube. Today we will be discussing the match preview between Eintracht Frankfurt and Bayern Munich. Last year, these two teams both ran away with one win each. Bayern won 5-0 in their first match, and then Frankfurt won their second matchup of the season against Bayern when they are red hot in that second half of the season. For my predicted lineup for Bayern for Sunday's match, I'm going to predict obviously Manuel Neuer in net. I'm going to go with a back line of Süle, right back. I can also see Stanisic coming in there, but I do believe we're going to see Süle at right back. For the rest of the defense, I have Hernandez and Upamecano in center back, and left back, I have Alphonso Davies. In the midfield, I think we can obviously assume Kimmich, Goretzka, and Müller. That's been standard for however long now. It seems like that has not changed, just because Toliso's out and Sabitzer isn't really getting the time that we expected him to. Up on the top, we have Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, and Robert Lewandowski. I assume Musiala is not going to get the start, and of course Coman is still out after the heart operation. As for Frankfurt, I predict Kevin Trapp in net. At back, I'm going to predict going to go with a 4-back with Chandler, Hinteregger, Hasebe, and Da Costa. Of course, Eric Durm, their usual right back or right wing back, is out with a concussion, so we will not be playing in this game this weekend. I'm in the midfield. They're going to go with Hauge, So, Jakic, and Kostic. I predicted obviously we'll see Kostic at that left mid, who should do damage for Frankfurt. He is usually very, very good for them. And then lastly up top we have Lammers and Boer. So obviously they're missing Andre Silva, their main scorer from last season. So it's going to be a bit of a weaker side for Frankfurt this season. They only have, I think, 5 points from the first 6 games, so 5 draws and 1 loss. Really not doing well. They're going to want to turn this around, but of course it's going to be hard to beat Bayern, especially at the Allianz. Just some interesting stats heading into this game. Bayern have now scored 22 goals and conceded only twice in their last 5 games. That is a crazy stat. We are red hot with a plus 20 goal difference. So an average of plus 4 goal difference in our last 5 games. That is crazy. As I said before, we did both lose and win to Frankfurt last season, so 1 win apiece. They were pretty good last season, just missed the Champions League. Of course, they just drew too many games. That was really the problem last year. I'm sure they would have made the Champions League if they had just tied less games. So Frankfurt, crazy record last year, 60 points, 16 wins, 12 draws, and 6 losses. So I'm pretty sure they had the second least draws out of anyone, just behind Bayern. So really, they should have done better. 12 draws is way too many for a team that wants to become a Champions League side. They're only 1 point away, and really they did blow out the second last game of last season. We all remember they lost to Schalke on match day 33. If they had won that game, they would have ended up in the Champions League. And Schalke had such a bad year last year, only 16 points, only 3 wins in the season. And one of them, of course, was against Frankfurt. That has to sting for Frankfurt. And honestly, they're not looking good this season so far. Obviously, losing Andre Silva has really, really changed the way they play. I do hope they rebound a bit because they are obviously a large Bundesliga club, and it kind of stinks to see them struggle a bit, but hopefully they do get better as the season goes. So Frankfurt is playing Bayern for the 101st time in the Bundesliga. Only Werder Bremen have played Frankfurt more times in Germany's top flight. Out of the 100 games so far, Frankfurt have lost 55 of those games, so that's more than against any other team in the Bundesliga. Frankfurt have conceded 203 goals against Bayern in the top flight, and more than any other team. So obviously we have a large history against Frankfurt. We play them a ton, and this should be a good matchup. Historically, it's been a great matchup. Of course, we have been the favorite side, and of course, we will be the favorite side this weekend. However, Frankfurt did win the last Bundesliga match against Bayern, as I said, and now they have the chance to win 2 Bundesliga games in a row against Bayern for the first time since 1995. And Bayern have now won the last 12 Bundesliga games against Frankfurt at home, so that will not be an easy task for Frankfurt, of course. It's really hard to come into the Allianz and win, but Frankfurt are a better side. They are better than what the record looks like. Just a little, praise for Nagelsmann. He has 16 points in his first 6 games as a Bayern Munich coach. There are only 2 Bayern Munich coaches that amassed more points from their first 6 Bundesliga games as a Bayern coach. So 2 in history. So Nagelsmann almost there on history. If he keeps it up, wins a few more games, he might, break some records. This is Frankfurt's worst start to a Bundesliga season since 2008-2009. Of course, they have 5 draws and 1 loss so far in the season. So really bad record, if I'm being honest. They're just drawing too many games. Like 5 draws is way too many. If you lose 2 of those and win, even if you lost 3 of those draws and won 2 of those, that'd be a better point output than 5 draws would be. So they just need to be going more offensively in these games. I'm not sure why they aren't. Last season, heck, they could have come, third last season if they just won a few more games, and even if they lost a couple more, that would have been fine. They just can't draw so many games, and hopefully they do find out to fix that problem. I'm going to predict a 3-1 win from Bayern Munich on Sunday. I know a lot of people might think that I predicted a heavier win, but I do think Frankfurt is better than what they look like. Obviously, 5 draws. They should have won a couple games already, and they're not a bad team. They just missed the Champions League last season. They should have made the Champions League last season, and really the only big loss was Silva, unless I notice I'm blanking on someone. But they do have some young pieces in there now to come in for Silva. Obviously, they're not quite ready, and not at the level Silva was last season. But I do think they are going to take strides towards becoming a better team, and I still think Bayern Munich will win this game, but it won't be as big of a blowout as people expect. Overall, I'm just really, really excited about this team right now. Julian Nagelsmann is doing so well with this Bayern Munich team. I'm very, very excited with the team we have right now, and I really have high hopes that we can win the title and possibly the Champions League this season. So this game is just another important step into becoming the best team in the Bundesliga once again, and hopefully bring home the top coveted prize of the Champions League title, which I really, really would love to see again, especially after last season's disappointment against PSG. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Hope you're all having a great day. I hope to see you on the next one. Mia Samia.